Hi, this is Esteban Sarmiento from Puerto Rico Real Estate. Today we're here to talk about taxes. Let me ask you, how much taxes are you paying right now? Well, if you're from New York, you will say, well, I'm paying around 50%. Wow, that's a lot of money that you're paying to the government. But what about if you're from California? We have some visitors here in Puerto Rico that they were saying that they're paying more than 50% in taxes. So can you imagine? If you're making $1 million a year, you're paying more than 50% taxes. That means that $500,000 are going to the government, not to your family, not to you. That's a lot of money. So the question is, well, I have more options. Yes, you do. You have options. If I tell you that you can cut those taxes, and now that money that you're paying to the government can be for you, for your family, for your kids, can you imagine? That's possible. Right now in Puerto Rico, there's more than 600 families from the States, from the US, that have moved to Puerto Rico and cut their taxes all the way to 4%. Say, no way, that cannot be legal. It is legal. Right now, as Puerto Rico is a commonwealth of the states, we are part of the state, but at the same time, we have a very unique situation that we are not a state, but we are a territory. So we are US citizens, but we don't have representation in the Congress. So you have heard, no representation, no taxation. That's the Commonwealth. So what happened? Puerto Rico did a law to attract people like you. They're making a lot of money. They're already crazy about paying taxes. For what? To attract you to move to Puerto Rico as a Puerto Rico resident. What's the meaning of that? That law is called Act 20, Act 22. We're going to talk later on what is the difference between the Act 20 and Act 22. But for now, let's keep it simple. The law is to attract people like you that don't want to pay taxes, that want to enjoy their money for themselves, for their family, and then doing it in a way that is completely legal. So Puerto Rico, if you move to Puerto Rico, the first thing that's going to happen that you're not going to be paying federal tax because you're going to be a Puerto Rico resident. That's the rule. We're a commonwealth, that's part of the deal. So that's nothing that all Puerto Ricans are not paying taxes. All Americans that are living in Puerto Rico are not paying federal tax. But what about the state tax? That's another advantage. If you move to Puerto Rico over the Act 20 or Act 22, the government is going to sign you an agreement with you that is going to promise you that all the way to the year 2026, you're only going to be paying around 4%, depending on the business you're doing in Puerto Rico. Can you imagine? From $100 million, and maybe you're paying $1 million. Now you're paying 50 something percent. That's almost half or more of your income. Now Puerto Rico government say, no, don't worry. You're only going to be paying 4%. Imagine, $1 million is only 4%, is around $40,000. 50% is $500,000. So there's a lot of reasons to think about this process. Act 20, Act 22. So maybe you have a lot of doubts or questions how we apply to the Act 20, what we have to do. I'm going to just give you a little brief of the points that you have to know about the Act 20, and then in other videos we're going to go a little deeper so you can understand the law. For now, let's say that the only requirement that you have to have is that you have a very nice income, because the point is to attract people like you that are making good money to invest in Puerto Rico. Or you say, no, okay, I get it, but I'm not going to leave my family. I have all my life in my place. I'm from New York, I'm from Cali, I don't want to go to an island, I don't want to be over there. Relax. Puerto Rico have made it so easy for you. The only thing that you have to be in Puerto Rico is 180 days a year. And the good part is that 180 days plus a day, you can split it as you wish. So you can be here 1 week, 1 month, you go back to New York, you come back here, you can go traveling for business, still counting your days. So only 180 days, one day is where you have to be in Puerto Rico in order to save almost 50% of taxes. So there's a lot of money only for 160 days that you can put it in your way. In New York, maybe in winter, you're hating the winter because it's so cold. Well, where you want to be, in the Caribbean, in a perfect place like this one? Of course. So you're counting your days that you can do business in Puerto Rico. So you imagine all the business that you have, you move to Puerto Rico as your headquarters, and what's going to happen? Those businesses are going to be paying to Puerto Rico. How much? 4%. There's anything that Cali, New York, any place can tell you about it? No, because you're going to be moving to Puerto Rico as a resident, and that means that the government is going to sign you an agreement. That means that for sure they're going to be cutting your tax almost to nothing. There's more advantage besides that law. So if you have any question, feel free to write us. You can call us directly. Even our website, we have a lot of information that will give you a lot of insight of what is the Act 20, Act 22. So as soon as you start reading about it, let me tell you, there's no way that you're not going to be moving to Puerto Rico, enjoying the beach, having a perfect life. For New York, we're almost 2 hours away, 2 hours and a half. If you go to Florida, 45 minutes an hour, you're there in Miami. So there's no reason why not to move, because you don't want to be paying 50% of taxes. You don't want to make $1 million and be paying $500,000 to the government. If you're making 10 million, you're paying 5 million to the government. That's crazy. You can change that. It's in your hands. With what? With the Act 20, Act 22. This is Esteban Sarmiento again from Puerto Rico Real Estate. So we hope that we can help you out. So if you have any questions, just call us, let us know, and we're going to help you or guide you in the process.